REM here on Lunchtime Live, BBC Radio Cambridgeshire with me, Jeremy Salis, your local boy on your local radio station, weekdays from noon through until 3. And there's always a different theme to the show in the final hour between 2 and 3. And on a Monday, we look at the local arts and entertainment scene. And I'm very happy to say that joining me in the studio as ever, lots of guests on a Monday afternoon. It's usually quite lonely here in the studio, so it's quite nice. We have, first up, Terry Gauci. Good afternoon to you, Terry.
Good afternoon, Jeremy. How are you?
Yeah, really good, my friend. And you are the Panto Dame in Aladdin.
I am. I know I don't look like a dame.
No, you do. You actually look. I have to say, you look more like a doorman. You look quite burly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
As Panto Dames
watch yourself, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared.
I don't talk like that as a dame, by the way. I tone it down a bit.
Alongside you, we have Matthew Whitby as well from the Aladdin performance, which is currently then at the Commemoration Hall in Huntingdon.
Yes, hi there.
And then heading to the Maltings.
Yeah, the Maltings in Ely. Yeah.
And is that? And then you're there for.
We're there
the
for
end of the Pantos.
22nd of December, right the way to January the 15th.
Yeah, how come you're there for so long and only at the
Because they love us
Commemoration
in
Hall
Ely.
for...
They just absolutely love us, Jeremy.
Yeah.
They can't get enough of us.
Huntingdon about a week and then have had enough.
Yeah. They kick us out of Huntingdon. We have to take our passports and leave there.
We'll talk more about Aladdin then on at Commemoration Hall and then the Maltings in Ely next week. We also have another local production next week, isn't it? Next week. But we've also got Aladdin, a nice Christmas panto for you on at the Commemoration Hall in Huntingdon. We've got Terry Gauci and Matthew Whitby from the performance. Ahead of it, taking to the Maltings in Ely next week. I need to ask you this, though, apparently. This is from a listener, Terry, somebody called Paul. Lives out in March. Get Terry to do Billy Connolly, the email says simply.
Oh no, not me. It's very difficult to do Billy Connolly without swearing, and we're on BBC Radio Cambridgeshire.
Well done.
Very good. I was under pressure there.
On the spot as well.
And get that in your show.
Yeah. And thank you for not swearing as well. It was a nice moment there. He obviously knows you. So tell us about Aladdin then. Is it, is it sort of the typical panto of Aladdin, or have you twisted it, a unique sort of slant on
Jeremy,
the production?
there's always twists where we're concerned at KD Theatre. There's always bits in it. We try and make it as topical as possible. That's the main thing. Like we've got a Honey G thing in this year. For the ghost gag. So when I come out, there's me dressed in a tracksuit with a honey tea on it for Twanky. So we always have a modern slant to the pantos. It's a traditional story of Aladdin. We've got a good-looking boy playing Aladdin as well, haven't we? Jordan. He is fantastic. He's got all the looks. We have Matthew, haven't we? That's why we get the comedy roles and I have to slap the makeup on.
Matthew feels somewhat slighted by that.
Oh, yeah. He knows. He's my comedy apprentice. But this is the second year that Matthew and I have worked together. We played together last year, Dame Dolly Donuts and what was your character? Models, that was it. I can't remember. It's a distant memory now, that one. It is a traditional story of Aladdin. But we've got a twist on the genie as well. The genie is not quite as big and burly and butch as you would expect. It's more like a Louis Spencer genie, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely fabulous.
That's not you, though.
No, that's not us. No.
What's your part, Matthew, in it?
I am playing wishy-washy. I'm kind of like the thick idiot part of the show.
You're typecast, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm very much typecast. Yeah, and Terry is playing my mum, Widow Twanky, and basically we run a laundry together, and I hate working. I'd rather be flirting with all the girls and failing at it miserably.
But I have to say this, sorry Matthew, but I have to say this, he is not thick in real life. He is a very talented lad, because he tap dances in the show. He plays the ukulele, which he learned a couple of months before.
4 weeks before.
4 weeks before. There you go.
Learned the ukulele for
this guy. This guy I'm working alongside is multi-talented. I don't know what I'm doing in the show, but I know what he's doing in the show.
He's telling me how to say the funny lines.
He's fantastic.
Just be clear. I didn't think you sounded thick when you were like,
Oh no, that's fine. No. I mean, as the character.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So I'm playing a ukulele. I'm tap dancing. I'm alongside Terry, and he's added in extra bits of comedy, which I'm having to control my laughter and stay in character, which I'm finding very difficult. We've only done a few shows and I'm already wet myself.
Well, so it started Friday night.
Friday
So you've done Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, Friday was our first night, a preview show, and then we did 3 shows on Saturday and 2 on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was a bit full on for the first weekend. But the thing is, it's like anything. People think that the show goes up at 7 o'clock on Friday night, and they think we've just been hanging around and doing whatever we want to do throughout the day. But we got there at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we were having tech runs and dress runs, and that was full on for like 3 days. From Wednesday, it was like that, Thursday, and then Friday. But I don't want to start harping on about, we've got it so bad in Theatreland, because worse than us is the crew, isn't it?
Yeah,
because the crew get in there an hour before us, and they leave an hour after us. So, they're in a worse position than us actors.
There's a really strong team involved with this production this year, like absolute people who are at the top of their game, actually, and they want to work for KD Theatre because they're a great team to work for,
And
basically.
is there sort of room for experimenting a bit on the night and interacting differently with a different audience?
You're speaking to the right people.
That's more or less what I get paid for, to ad lib. I come off script so much, it can throw the other cast members at times, but as long as I know where I'm going with it, I just bring the script back in, and then they can all follow on from there.
Because I remember seeing Bottom live with Rick Mell and Adrian Edmondson. It was in Ipswich, and there was a bit where it just broke down, and it felt completely ad-libbed and hilarious, and they were making references to Ipswich, and I thought, I'm part of something really special here. And then I bought it was on video at the time, bought the video of the stage production, which was Western Superman, I don't know, it was somewhere miles away, and it was exactly the same. It wasn't actually all ad-libbed on the night. It was all sort of rehearsed, and I felt a little bit disappointed when that happened. But this is all authentic. It's happening on the night. You've never seen it before, kind of stuff.
Generally, that's what happens with me. I start, my mind goes into overdrive, and if I see someone with a funny jumper on, I'll take the mickey out of them. Yesterday's show, I started picking on, because there was no guy in the front row, so I had to pick on someone with a bald head. Well, our bass player has got a bald head, so I made him stand up, and I took the mickey out of him and did a little routine on him. Then I picked on the drummer because his family were in. So it changes every time.
You've got to work the audience, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Working the audience is the key thing in Panto. But the nice thing about it is that there's no big names in it and big stars. The budget is not blown on that. KD Theatre tend to spend their money on the scenery, the costumes and everything like that, and keep things trimmed down. They don't go for the big names. However, people that have seen our shows and not been to Cambridge, or have been to Cambridge and Peterborough in years gone by, they always say, do you know what, that is as good, if not better, than what we've seen. And it's trying to encourage people to come and see that, rather than have that, the commemoration hall. It's only a little hall. It can't be that good. It must be Amdram. It's not Amdram. It is a professional panto, and that's what I want to get across today, really.
And it's a local theatre company, but quite a few people are coming from outside as well.
Definitely.
You've thrown your net wide to get the best talent.
Yeah. Well, I was lucky enough that KD offered me my first job once I'd finished training in musical theatre, and they took me up to the Edinburgh Fringe, and we did Anything Goes, and I'd just finished a small tour of Anything Goes with Chichester University, so it was really fitting, and I've kind of stayed in there with them ever since. And I'm from up north. I'm from Wirral, on the other side of the Mersey to Liverpool. So I currently live in London. I'm in that scene, and for me, I've done so much work now for them around the Cambridgeshire area. I've met so many people through them, and it's been fantastic. But I'm not even from round here, so
that's all right. We're going to let a few people in. Aladdin Commemoration Hall then through until Sunday
in Huntingdon, and then we move on Thursday the 22nd to the Maltings at Ely until Sunday the 15th of Jan.
Oh yeah, so a good old long. Is there a bit of a break over? You're allowed Christmas off, are you? Presumably?
No,
like Christmas Day.
We get Christmas Day off. Yeah.
Nice.
We're working Christmas Eve, aren't we?
Yeah.
We do a show there, then Christmas Day off and New Year's Day off to recover.
How do we get hold of tickets, either for Huntingdon or for the Maltings?
Okay, you can contact the box office, which is boxoffice@kdtheatre.co.uk. You can also book online, all the W's, kdtheatre.co.uk, or you can telephone 01638 781 037.
And for good night, Mr. Tom at the Great Hall, the Lees School in Cambridge, Tuesday next week.